So you want to go from just understanding Spanish to actually having conversations? Well, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to build your essential toolkit for asking questions in Spanish. Because, let's be real, that's how every great conversation starts. Let's jump right in.
Okay, let's kick things off with a little challenge. What is the #1 absolute best trick to instantly spot a question word in Spanish? It's something super small, you've probably seen it a million times, but maybe never really connected the dots. Go on, take a guess.
And there it is, the accent mark. Yep, that's it. That one tiny little slash is the whole secret. If a word like what or where has an accent mark over it, you know 100% it's being used to ask a question. It's such a simple rule, but it is so powerful.
And here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Look at the left, que, with the accent. That means what. It's asking a question. Now look at the right, que, no accent. Same letters, totally different job. That means that, or which. That little accent mark changes everything. It's the whole game.
So there you have it. We've just unlocked our first and, honestly, our most powerful tool, the secret accent mark. Just remember that, and you'll always know when a question is coming.
Now, with that secret weapon in our back pocket, let's fill out the rest of our toolkit. It's time to meet the essential question words you're going to be using all the time to get those conversations started. And here's the starting lineup. You've got your que for what, quién for who, dónde for where, and the whole crew. And what's the one thing you notice about every single one of them? Yep, they've all got that accent mark. This right here is your cheat sheet, your go-to guide for asking pretty much anything you can think of.
All right, so having the tools is one thing, but you've got to know how to use them, right? So let's take these bad boys out for a spin and see how they actually work in real sentences.
We're going to start with the MVP, the most common one of all, que. This is your absolute go-to for asking about stuff, about what people are doing. It's the workhorse of Spanish questions. You're going to use this one a lot. So, if you're pointing at some weird fruit in the market, ¿qué es esto? Wondering about a friend's plans, ¿qué haces hoy? It's simple, it's direct, and it's incredibly useful.
Next up in our toolkit is dónde. This is your word for anything and everything related to location. If you need to find a person, a place, or a thing, dónde is your guy.
See how easy that is? ¿Dónde estás? You'll probably text that one 100 times. And ¿Dónde vive María? Helps you find out where someone lives. When it comes to location, ¿Dónde has you covered.
Okay, now for the one that gets a little deeper, the one that asks for the story behind the story, ¿por qué? This is how you ask for a reason or an explanation. And notice this is super important, it's written as two separate words.
Oh, and here is a fantastic pro tip that will make you sound so much more natural. The question is, ¿por qué? 2 words, accent on the E. The answer, because, is porque, all one word, no accent. So it's a little rhythm. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? That's a great little detail to remember.
Next up, let's talk about quantity with cuánto. This one's a little bit of a shapeshifter because it actually has to change its ending to match the gender and number of whatever you're asking about.
Let's break that down. For money, something general, it's just cuánto cuesta. But for years, which is años, a masculine plural word, it becomes cuántos. And for people, personas, which is feminine plural, it changes to cuántas. It's a small tweak, but it makes all the difference in sounding right. Okay, enough talk. You've seen the tools, you've seen how they work, now it's your turn. Let's do a quick little quiz to make sure this stuff really sticks. You ready?
All right, first one up. Look at the sentence. It ends with vives, which means you live. So we're asking about a location. Which tool from our kit is for asking about location? Take a second.
And the answer is ¿dónde? Of course. ¿Dónde vives? Where do you live? Perfect. You're asking about a place, so you use the where tool. Nice job.
Okay, let's do one more. Blank, and then ¿estudias español? You study Spanish? This question is trying to find out the reason behind it. So what's the right word for asking why?
Yes, exactly. It's ¿por qué? ¿Por qué estudias español? You're asking for the motivation. Fantastic. See? You're already using the toolkit like a pro.
So let's just step back and appreciate what you've just learned.
You now know the secret handshake for spotting question words, that accent mark. You know the key players, like qué, dónde, and por qué. And most importantly, you now have the power to actually start your own conversations. That is a massive leap forward.
And that really brings us to the final, most important question. You have the toolkit, you've taken it for a test drive, now the only thing left to do is go out there and use it. So, what will you ask first?